supposed to come back. Was there any like one key factor that's like, okay, this is why I want to make my decision to go?
I mean, not. I don't know if there's one defining factor. I was really torn. Obviously, you get the college experience another year, but ultimately I felt like it was time for me to move on to the next level, and just fulfill my dream of playing at that level. And I felt like this was my best opportunity.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think AJ Shabel is the only kid from the Ivy Grove area to spend any time in the NFL.
As far as I know, yeah.
Trevor almost got there with an injury. Have you heard anything from AJ at all?
I haven't. No.
No.
But I know. Yeah, I know about him for sure. That's cool though. That being from our area, obviously not a lot of kids get that opportunity to be where I'm at right now. So it's really awesome.
Do you know if you made a 53-man roster?
I have no clue, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody knows yours.
Cooper, I mean, Noah's been a big talking point throughout the year, just with everything with having the investigation. You got a chance to, pro day, practice, you guys. I mean, just you watching over the past couple of years, what would you tell NFL teams about Noah Shane and why they should draft him or take a chance on him?
He's a true leader. The way he just goes about himself. He's even since the suspension or whatever, he's been in there every day. Helping the guys in the D-line, helping the defense. Even when he got to practice, he was still out there working his tail off. Every time I see him work on the field, he's going full speed 100%. And you turn on the tape and watch him play, like you see that on the tape. Like he's flying around the field from sideline to sideline. So I hope he gets his chance because he's definitely going to make the most of it.
Are you hearing a lot about special teams during this process too?
A little bit. Most I've heard is just talking about returning punts, which is something that obviously I want to do. But that's the extent of it. Obviously, some teams will talk about it briefly. Most of it's about the defensive side.
I think I've seen a lot of mocks. Well, I have seen a lot of mocks with you in the first round. Is that sort of your expectation going in? What are your thoughts on that?
To be honest, I don't know what to expect. Because things could change. In a day's notice and a week's notice. So you never really have a true idea. I feel like going into it, trades can happen. So you're kind of just going into it blind, I guess, if you would say. But it'll be cool to see where I end up.
Thanks, Joe.
Everybody talking to you about offense. Nobody's trying to get you on that quarterback.
No one's talking to me about offense. No.
Just a couple more.
Since you made the decision to go to the NFL route and come back for another year, I mean, has there ever still been any times where you've questioned that decision where you're like, oh man, maybe I wish I would, or have you just kind of tried to keep that forward momentum going in terms of your future and stuff?
You kind of think about it, like what it would be like if you did, but I have no regrets, in my decision. I know these guys are going to hold it down here. We got a bunch of talented guys that came back on our defense, but I've just been full steam ahead, trying to rehab and train and continue to better myself throughout this process.
I'm guessing you've already been asked, but how are you doing physically? Just how are things coming along?
Good. I'm feeling really good so far. I've been starting position work last week, so it's been good to get back out there. Legs been feeling really good, so excited.
Is your plan to be in Detroit for the draft?
I'll be at home.
Good.
Yeah. Yep. Spend it with my family and close friends. So.
I think I've seen. Sorry, go ahead, Mitch.
Oh, just you always see those shots at home of whole families celebrating. Have you already kind of pre-prepared a celebration or thought about that moment? What that would be like?
I've watched YouTube videos, just sitting in my apartment out in California, just watching videos of guys getting drafted, which is cool. But it kind of makes me more anxious for the draft to come. So I've kind of gotten away from that, just trying to focus on, day by day. But, it'll be an exciting moment for sure, just being around the people who've supported me, the whole way. So I'm excited for it.
I think I've heard some conversation about your brother. Has he taken some visits here already, or gotten some invites over to Jack's camps, or what for Jax?
Jax, yeah, he got an offer to another school, UAB, yeah. And then he'll be here the 28th of March, I believe, to watch spring ball practice. And then I think he's got some camp invites to other places as well. So excited for him for sure.
Is there any better recruiting pitch than having the draft night back at home with him sitting next to you, being like, "Hey, you go to Iowa. This is where they can get you."
No, I want to make him to make his own decision, but I hope if he could be here, that'd be awesome. We've all grown up Iowa fans, but I'll definitely be giving my pitch for sure.
So he's told me, I interviewed him recently, and he said that he hears about you like on a daily basis. Have you been hearing about him more so now that he's a freshman and his recruiting process has started?
I'm starting to see a little bit like on social media, like about him, which is cool to
From
see.
me?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely been big. It's crazy that think that he's only a freshman still. For as big as he is and athletic as he is, he's just got to continue to put the work in though. He's got a long high school career ahead of him, which will be good for him. I'm excited to see where he ends up.
You've seen him grow up, but I guess impression. You went to his playoff game this last year.
Yeah.
Impressions of him on the field so far.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room to grow for sure. I'm probably his biggest critic if you ask him. But yeah, he's got a lot of room to grow. But he got good experience last year playing receiver in the corner. So hopefully he'll take it up a notch here next year.